Grapple Chat. Grapple Chat. It is time. Make sure my mic is in the right place. Oh man, I still have my NXT background. I was jet setting around this place, and I just saw them setting up the NXT background. I don't know why they're getting so far ahead of themselves, guys. Hey, can we get the Raw background, please? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing around here? It's just amateurs, man. Amateurs. I'm working with amateurs. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Grapple Chat for Monday, the 28th of May. All right, a pretty Well, we're gonna get into it. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what I think about it. But first, there we go. Thank you, guys. Jeez. All right. Sorry, guys. That was a glitch in the Matrix. All right, that was a glitch. What is up? It is time. All right. This was a somewhat eventful episode of Monday Night Raw. I must say that I'm glad I got a chance to see it. I'm glad a couple people were hanging out with me. I know that. Let me just give some shout outs right now. Let me give some shout outs right now. Okay. I know Alligator on board. Arsenio was in here. Adam Baum, Finish Hype King, Jeremy Miller, my dude Irish Bongsmoker, man, Snipes, of course. Did I say Finish Hype King? FinnishViking, aka the Finish Hype King. Who else was chilling with us, man? I saw Cameron at the end, I think. Cameron showed up. We had so many people hanging out with us. Thank you guys so much for being there. If I missed anybody, I apologize, but just come hang out with me. It could be great. Raw, May the 28th. Gosh, man. I'm gonna give you my rating in a little bit, but I'm pretty sure you could tell. I'm pretty sure you could tell how I'm feeling at the moment, but maybe after I talk about it a little bit, I'll change my mind a little bit. I got my Deadpool shirt on. That's to make me feel good inside because, you know, Deadpool, he could break the fourth wall. So no matter how down and stuck in your situation you feel, sometimes you can bust out of that and just be able to poke fun at yourself. So I'm kind of poking fun at myself, feeling like maybe I shouldn't take this stuff as seriously as I do. Actually, there's this white line here. What can I do about this white line? I'm going to move myself down a little bit. Let's try that. Here we go. Down. There we go. Let's get rid of that white line. Sorry, perfectionist weirdness. All right. So let's get straight into this, man. Thank you guys so much. Bobby Rays was there. Yes, Bobby Rays was there too. Don't let me forget no Bobby Rays. Blueprint was in the house as well. All right. Plus, you guys' comments are going to be coming up behind Roman Reigns, who was somewhat surprisingly absent from this entire Monday Night Raw, not hide nor hair of Roman Reigns. We even saw Ember Moon backstage. She was there, but Roman Reigns was just nowhere. Like, creative was like, we have nothing for you. He was like, nothing? They were like, yeah, nothing. He's like, am I supposed to believe that? And they were like, yeah, believe that. He was like, that's what I say. They said, oh, yeah, you can't. We don't even have that for you. You can't even go out there and say, believe that. Roman Reigns didn't even come out and at least say, believe that. That was weird, but hey, maybe they're starting to understand that you don't have to showcase the same superstars every single week and start leaving everybody else off TV. So it was kind of okay. It just felt weird, man. It made Raw feel weird. We've been put down this avenue where Roman is always on TV. So when he's not, it just feels like a weird alternate pseudo Raw, like the Mandela effect happened or something weird, man. SkullCrusherPrincess, yes, there you are. I was wondering if you'd be showing up to this. I know you're dealing with PC issues, but SkullCrusherPrincess was there, of course. So, let's start at the beginning. That's the best place to start at. All right, so our dude in the middle here, Braun Strowman, the most powerful Pokemon of all, he comes out and starts off Monday Night Raw. He grabbed the mic. He said, "Guess what? I got some things to say." So let's listen in. Let's find out what he was talking about.
That briefcase, I get motivated. I get motivated because I know inside there's a contract that guarantees me a universal title opportunity at any given time in any arena in the entire world.
That's right. right.
At Money in the Bank, I destroy 7 other men. Then I climb to the top of that ladder and I take that briefcase and that contract. Then I will not only be known as Mr. Money in the Bank, I'll be known as Mr. Monster in the Bank.
The swagger, he just moves his head around like he just loves
and
it.
Who's gonna stop me? Not The Miz, not Bobby Roode. After last week, not Finn Balor. Not a single member of the New Day, nor Rusev, nor Kevin Owens. I'm taking that Money in the Bank briefcase and I'm cashing in that contract, and Brock Lesnar is gonna get these hands.
This is where I started to be like, what the heck?
This guy here was the very first Universal Champion.
Finn Balor comes out and starts talking that trash. You can't cash in on a guy who's not there, Braun. I'm sorry to tell you, dude. You can't cash in if Brock's not in the arena. Where are you going to cash in? You going to take it to his house or something? You going to take it to a UFC event?
I'm going to climb one of them ladders.
One of them ladders?
I'm going to take
with the other competitors?
What is mine. Now, me and you, last week we went one-on-one, and I gave you everything that I have. But at Money in the Bank, there's going to be 6 other competitors in the ring with us.
Other competitors, that's my favorite one.
Every man for himself.
That's my favorite one. Favorite line of the whole thing. Other competitors.
You put up a really good fight for a little guy.
Oh, you heard that? That's where Finn messed up. And that's the moment he knew he messed up. He slaps Braun Strowman across the face, and then Braun Strowman picks him up like, let's see. I don't know. Picks him up like if you worked at, let's say you worked at Walmart or something. You work in the produce section, and there's something that like got you in trouble because you didn't see it. Like you left the pineapples too long, okay? The pineapples. They're supposed to be discarded after, maybe being on display for 4 days, 5 days. I don't know what it is. But there was a pineapple that your manager saw that was out there for like 18 days, and you didn't catch it. And your manager just threw you a write-up and a stern talking to, and told you if it happens again, you're fired, and we're docking your pay, we're doing all this stuff. I'm not sure if they can do all that, but he's just your manager just handing it to you, and you walk out of that office, you're so mad, you're like, oh, freaking pineapples! How dare the pineapples do this to me, man? This one pineapple. So you go back and you're about to do your job, and you see all the pineapples just lined up there, and you know that there's some of them on top that are like 8 days old, and you're like, oh, pineapples! And you just grab it and just start throwing it in the bin to go take it outside. That's how Braun Strowman was tossing Finn Balor aside, just with that pineapples, just tossing him. Straight tossing him. Okay? It's important. It's important that you understand the ruthlessness of these tosses. Anyway, Braun starts tossing Finn around. Kurt Angle comes out and says, "Hey, wait a minute. That's not what we do here."
That wasn't a wise decision, Finn. I don't know how smart that was.
You
Holy
hear the ooh? You hear the ooh? The ooh was where the pineapple was flying like into the 3rd checkout line. Some old lady got hit in the head with a pineapple because of you, Braun Strowman.
Wise, as you guys mentioned, and Braun Strowman is not done. Wait just a second.
Yup.
The general manager's music.
The general manager comes out. You suck. Says, guess what? You ain't gonna be tossing pineapples around here.
Intensity one of my favorite eyes. You know, the Money in the Bank ladder match will feature 4 superstars from Raw,
6 other
and 4
competitors.
superstars
I like
from SmackDown.
SkullCrusherPrincess' spelling on it.
Competing
It's so
for
good.
the Money in the Bank contract, with the winner facing the champion of the respected brand at any time. Now, Finn Balor, you said you gave everything you had against Braun Strowman last week. It was an incredible match. So, Richmond, how would you like to see Finn Balor versus Braun Strowman right now?
Right now! Yep. Get a ref out here.
Well, the general manager calling for an official to make
Get a
this
ref out here.
official. A rematch of last week, Strowman.
Okay, so Strowman and Finn, it's awesome. Okay, you know it's going to be good because Finn Balor probably brought Braun Strowman to maybe his 4th best match I've ever seen on the main roster last week. So I was expecting, my expectations were sky high. I was like, this is how you start a Raw. It's fun. Then the match kind of had a couple little lulls. It wasn't bad. It wasn't as good as last week's match, but they had Kevin Owens on the commentator team, which was awesome. This actually brought it up another level. So last week's match was enjoyable because of the in-ring product, the ringside product. This week's version of the match between Braun Strowman and Finn Balor was enjoyable because the in-ring product was presentable. It wasn't as good as last week, but you had Kevin Owens at ringside saying, not ringside, he had him at the announce table saying cool stuff. You know, Kevin Owens is just magic on the mic. Plus, he would take the mic every now and then and stand up and start saying stuff over the loudspeakers so that Finn Balor or Braun Strowman could hear what he was saying. He'd be egging one of them on to beat up the other. Just basically taking some of the spotlight, but also spreading it around, talking about how he was the universal champion and how Finn Balor is not going to be able to do it and all this stuff. And as the match reached its crescendo, as it looked like Finn Balor might actually get this win, instead of getting these hands, it looked like Finn Balor was about to get this win, and Kevin Owens just makes his way down to the ring and ruins the match, just messes it up. Braun Strowman gets the win through a disqualification. That does not stop Braun Strowman from trying to destroy Kevin Owens. He actually picks up a ladder. Oh, he didn't pick it up. I think Kevin Owens tried to hit him with the ladder, but he took it from Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens ran away. As he was running away, Braun Strowman throws the ladder perfectly down the ramp. One little twitch to the left or right, somebody in the crowd would have got hit in the head with this ladder. So good stuff on Braun Strowman to just thread the needle effectively with this ladder and just tossed it right up the ramp, probably a good 20% up the ramp, maybe even more than that, as he was trying to hit Kevin Owens with it. Kevin Owens luckily made his way out of there, and that's how we ended the opening segment. Braun Strowman gets a disqualification win because of Kevin Owens' interruption. So I don't know, is this going to be a 3-way feud or something? I just hope that Finn Balor stays in a feud with Braun Strowman, because I think this could be a very, very good feud between those two. And also the fact that they're both talking about the Universal Championship is good to me as well. I really loved it. Donkey Kong through the ladder. He did, dude. Money in the Bank. He mispronounces a lot of stuff. So yeah, Braun on a ladder. Woo, dude. They better reinforce those ladders. But that's how Raw opened. It was fairly enjoyable. I appreciated it, and it got me hyped for things to come. Oh man, this is a weird, wacky, wild ride, dude. Weird, wacky, wild ride of a Raw. That's a lot of R's and W's. Okay. Weird, wacky, wild ride of a Raw. So let's see what happened after that. Let me take a gander. After that, we had Elias. Elias came out. Elias came out, and this is another time where WWE is doing their weird cuts to commercials, because they cut to commercial in the middle of Elias's song promo things that he does. They cut straight in the middle of it to commercial, and I was like, what the heck's going on here, man? But they came back from commercial. Elias he's back in the ring. He's like, don't make me threaten to leave again. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Can I go back? Here, let me go back. I'm going to show you guys.
We've been playing the same game of tag for 30 years.
Oh,
I know you guys are competitive, but I don't.
Oh my God, what is this? Stop. Go. Stop. Drop. Shut him down. Open up shop. All right, let's get back over here. Let's do this the right way. All right, now I'm doing it the right way, guys. Now we're playing with power. All right, so Elias came out. He's got his own thing going on. Of course, he's gonna play his little concert. The crowd would not be quiet, and he just had them once again eating out the palm of his hands.
Now tonight's song is very special to me. See, it's one of those ones where I picked up the guitar and the words and the music, it just came to me, you know? It's a bit of magic. But, it is gonna require total concentration, and I know we're in the South, but try to keep up. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay, so normally this lighting is fine, but
Bucky,
this
yep.
crowd tonight in Virginia is particularly
Kind of looks like
disgusting.
Bucky.
So
He does kind of look like Bucky. Oh man! And he said, "Can you tighten up the lights a little bit? I don't want to look at these ugly people in the front row." Oh, it's so good. Man.
I mean, sir. Okay, I can't look at that. If we could bring the lights in just a little bit.
Yes, dude, he was roasting him. I love it. Elias killing it.
Okay, that's good. Right on. Okay. Oh, you know what? One other thing, actually.
He just keeps stopping.
Lance, if you could bring the
He just
vocals-
keeps stopping. He did this a couple times. He would start playing a song, start humming a little bit, and then he'd stop, and he's like, "Oh, one more thing. Oh, one more thing." And it was just so good until Seth Rollins' music hit. Let's see. Do we have something like that? I think we have something like that. Here we go. Here we go.
I think the crowd's saying, sing, sing,
Oh, they're
sing,
saying, leave.
sing.
Elias better get up.
Then we gotta burn it down, guys. Then we gotta burn it down. Seth Rollins is like, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you, man.
I mean,
No, because the Intercontinental Champion has a...
So Seth Rollins comes out, and because he's due a title match, man. He's supposed to be fighting Jinder Mahal. So he has a little stare down moment with Elias, which is awesome because it seems like the consensus. It's something that I've been thinking for maybe a couple months, that Elias looks like he would, be like a good lock for Intercontinental Gold, or at least to start coming after Intercontinental Gold. So Elias is standing in the ring. He's like, "What are you doing, man? You're messing up my song, man." Well, Seth Rollins, he's out there in his Deadpool outfit. He comes out in his red and black. What a coincidence. I don't know. He comes out and he just stares Elias down, grabs his chair, and tosses it out of the ring. Elias is like, all right, I see you. Gets down, walks out. So we think, oh, that's the end of the night for Elias. Well, the fact that I'm even saying that should let you know that maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Then comes Jinder Mahal, and we have ourselves an okay match between Seth Rollins and Jinder Mahal. It wasn't anything that I would say, oh man, it was awesome. But Intercontinental Gold was on the line for the showdown. I'm gonna try to leave this on my shoulder as well. Will Elias ever get the push he deserves? Hey man, I think he's getting the push. I think we're fine. I think Elias is doing just fine, especially after this Raw. That is one of the most positive parts of Raw is the interaction between Elias and Seth. So Jinder comes down. They have an okay match. The match looks like it's about to go sideways because the Singh brother, I think it's Sunil Singh, he gets ejected from ringside. Meanwhile, Jinder uses this time to go under the ring and find a chair. while the ref is not looking. The ref is out here where I'm sitting right now. He ejects Sunil Singh, but Jinder's over there behind the ring. He grabs himself a steel chair. Seth goes to try to find him and just catches the chair right to the midsection. So Seth is rocked. Jinder leaves the chair on the outside, gets back in, goes for the pin, but cannot get the 3 count. Monday Night Rollins is too strong. The chair shot does not keep him down for the 3 count. As the tide turns, Seth Rollins, he decides, hey, guess what? I've seen how you wrestle. This is what's really good about Seth is he's the architect, so he knows what other wrestlers are doing, and I'm glad that they used that to be the way this match ended, because Seth just goes outside, grabs the chair, and says, guess what? Bink, 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 just starts binking him, okay? Bink. Not Bing, not the Microsoft search thing that people say is not dead, but is pretty much dead. Not Bing, Bink. Okay, Bink, 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 Bink. It's like ice climbers out here. Bink, Bink, Bink. It's like Donkey Kong. Once again, Bink, Bink, Bink. Seth Rollins gets himself disqualified on purpose by smashing Jinder Mahal with the steel chair because he wants his revenge, and he knows Jinder Mahal is a guy who will use whatever needs to be done to win, and he's not trying to lose his Intercontinental Championship. So disqualification win for Jinder, but the title does not change hands. So a little fun match, nothing too crazy. As Seth is chasing the Singh brother up the ramp, chasing Jinder. Jinder runs off backstage as Seth is chasing him. So Seth's like, all right, he's gone, whatever. So Seth turns around and he takes a little moment to raise his hands and be like, yeah, I'm the best. And he's on top of the announce table. Out of nowhere comes Elias with the freaking guitar, smashes Seth in the back and sends him flying off the announce table to the outside. And they go to commercial. Like, I would say commercial went just like this. Oh my God, he hit him with a commercial. Like, literally, I think the moment that Seth hit the ground, the commercial started. Like, you didn't get a chance to soak it. You didn't get a chance to think. You were just like, what? The commercials were horrible, okay? They've been just doing weird stuff with these commercials. The last couple weeks on Raw, I've been like, yo, they're going to commercial here? What's up with that? The commercial was horrible, dude. As soon as he hit the floor, it was like, commercial! Papa John's or something, dude. It was like, what the heck, dude? What's wrong with Seth? Is he okay? Who knows? They come back from commercial. Seth's on a stretcher. They're trying to stretcher him out. He sits up. He says, nah, man, get this freaking neck brace. And then a member of J&J Security came out to help him. I don't know if maybe they might be bringing J&J back. I don't know, man. But all I know is somebody told me that his old stooge was there, and then I looked and I'm like, yeah, it's right, it is. It was I think it was Mr. Mercury. Dude, it was super quick. It was like, psh, commercial. What the heck are they doing with these commercials, man? Anyway, it was an okay match. It wasn't, like I said, nothing to write home about. Jinder did all right. Jinder did a good job of making it look like he would at least put up a little bit of fight, but Seth is just too much recently, man. Too much. So good match. Seth loses, but he does not lose his title. Then we move on to this was actually a pretty cool part of this, where Nia Jax came out. Nia Jax came out next, and she was basically trying to play some sort of like upper hand type of thing, like mind games with Ronda Rousey. She came out and Ronda Rousey was on the announce team. Ronda Rousey, honestly, what is she on the announce team? She didn't. I think she said maybe 3 words. She was not a factor on this announce table. She was just smiling, like she couldn't think of anything to say. She couldn't think of any comeback or anything. So anyway, Nia Jax comes down to the ring. She's got her title. She's actually exuding that champion feel. At first, I love Nia Jax, but she hasn't seemed like the champion that I imagined her to be. I expected her to be just a straight domination, just a straight dominant champion, and exude that champion feel to where it's like you're not touching this belt, and she's been doing okay at that, but not to the echelon or level that I wanted. So Nia comes down to the ring. She's all smiles. She grabs the mic and she starts basically just talking trash to Ronda Rousey. And Ronda Rousey is on the announce table up there, so this is what happened. This is what she said.
Let me kick this off real quick. Let me start off by having my opponent here demonstrate that thingy you do. What was that thingy with the arm bar? The arm bar. That's what it is. That's what you do.
That's what you do. Okay, so Nia Jax is standing in the ring, and she's got like a I don't know, like a living mannequin. Like she's got like a demonstration partner to demonstrate what would happen if Nia Jax, if Ronda Rousey got Nia Jax in the armbar. So right now, Nia Jax is standing in the ring. She's got the mic, and there's this woman who's standing in the ring with her as well, who knows how to apply an armbar.
This is quite a treat, an exhibition.
Well, it seems a little disrespectful, Ronda, that she couldn't remember what that is.
So she's got her in the armbar now.
It's good for me. She can't even remember the name. She probably won't remember the defense.
Well, look at Nia Jax now.
Nia Jax lifts the lady up.
Armbar, and she could
and
do
she
this
just points at her while she's in the armbar. She's got her up. She just points at her, power bombs her on the mat. Oh my goodness. And then she just points at her arm like, oh, that was the armbar. Like, what? She just lifted the lady up off the mat and power bombed her off the arm. She was like, get off of me, which was just awesome. I love this so much. This segment actually got me more invested in this rivalry or this title match, because it seemed like Nia just had such a charisma about her and such a game plan. Like, yeah, you get me in the armbar, guess what's gonna happen? I'm just gonna smash you. And it also made Ronda Rousey seem like she might be a little outclassed when it comes to the to wrestling. You know, it was cool. It was really, really cool. So the whole entire segment went on. Eventually, Ronda Rousey found her way down to the ring, because all Ronda Rousey was doing, Nia was cutting this pretty dang good promo, pushing the whole entire segment forward. Ronda was just on commentary like, oh, yeah, it kind of sucks. So Nia continues to beat down the human mannequin. Ronda finally makes her way down to the ring.
Back down from a challenge.
Oh, this is the intimidating look I've heard so much about. Wow. That's pretty good. But you see, I'm not so intimidated by it. In fact, I find it quite humorous.
Just laughs
You
at
cute.
her. You're cute.
You cute.
Turns around and just walks out. That's it. She turns her back on Ronda Rousey, the baddest woman on the planet, and just walks out. I love it. Nia Jax showing no fear in the face of Ronda Rousey and just really making it seem like maybe there's a chance here. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. So I must give good marks to this segment. I think Nia Jax held it together. She was just walking the strange line between, is she heel, is she face? I don't know what she's doing, but it seems to work. It seemed to be really, really cool. I like the little laugh that she gave her, and just mocking in the face of the baddest woman on the planet. Because, man, I'm telling you right now, I don't think anybody would do that particular segment versus Brock Lesnar, or that particular segment versus Braun Strowman, or that particular segment versus man, you tell me who, Conor McGregor or Floyd Mayweather. Just there are certain people you just don't like do that to. So Nia doing this really helped me to care about this feud a little bit better, a little bit more. Humorous, I know, humorous. The bone, it's funny. So okay, that happened. Then next, what did we get? We got the Raw Tag Team Champions, Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. They came out and they fought against the Ascension. I didn't see this coming, but the Ascension put up a pretty good fight. I think Raw is doing a better job of making everyone seem at least presentable as a wrestler. Not so many squash matches, not so many 2-second, 3-second matches, or or just the bell rings and then you throw a guy over here, something weird happens, then the finisher, and then it's over. Like, not necessarily a squash, but like people getting like 2 hits in and then getting destroyed. So I actually liked this match between Bray, the leader of worlds, and the Ascension. It makes the Ascension not seem so under their skill level to where they can't build up a feud later, or they can't present the Ascension as a legitimate threat to other tag teams to make it a good experience when you watch Raw, instead of just knowing, oh, this team's gonna win, this guy's gonna win, this girl's gonna win. Like, they did a really good job here. But the Ascension, they gotta lose. So the leader of worlds, Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy, they pick up the win. Then the B team said that they're gonna give us a Memorial Day barbecue celebration. So cool. I was like, cool. All right, the B team, cool. Because what they really wanted was a title shot, but the B team got denied by Kurt Angle because they haven't really done much. Like, I think they beat the same tag team two weeks in a row. That's what people said, but I could have sworn they beat the Revival the first week. I think the Revival were the first people they beat, and then they beat Fandango and Tyler Breeze the second week. But I don't know. I'd have to go back and check it out. Either way, maybe that's what happened. But Kurt Angle said no. He gave them some like pep talk that made them feel like they should be doing a barbecue. So they said, we're going to do a barbecue to try to win over all the other tag teams so that they will give us the okay. They'll give us the okay to fight for the title. The barbecue team. Yep, the B stands for barbecue now. Man. I think it's good. So then we started anticipating that there was going to be a barbecue. After that, we got Kevin Owens versus Bobby Roode, because Kevin Owens had tried to tuck tail and leave town after messing up the Finn Balor and Braun Strowman match, which I thought that was a good ending for that, because it did look like Finn Balor was going to win. So they're definitely presenting Finn Balor in that light where he can battle the big boys. So maybe Finn's going to get that universal title shot sometime in the near future. I'd love to see him go back after that title and maybe get it, man. I'd like to see Finn do it. If he can put together a good string of matches, which he's been doing recently. So maybe they're building Finn up to challenge the Beast. The Beast versus the Demon. That'd be great. That would be so great. So anyway, Kevin Owens versus Bobby Roode in an okay match. So what I was saying is Kurt Angle caught Kevin Owens trying to leave the arena, trying to get in a car and go, because he knew that Braun was going to be after him. He knew Finn was probably going to be after him. So he was trying to leave, but Kurt's like, nah, man, you got a match versus Bobby Roode. Match is all right. Once again, I just really, I don't know how many times I'm going to say this, but I think Bobby Roode needs to turn heel. His face, of course, anytime you put anybody versus Kevin Owens, they're going to look good, because Kevin Owens is a great competitor. He's a great heel. So anybody who's even remotely supposed to be a good guy is going to look good against him. So I'm not giving Bobby Roode any extra props here. I think anybody, if they put me against Kevin Owens with him acting like a heel and me supposed to be in the face, people would probably be like, "Oh, that was a pretty good face performance, Gritty." Of course it is, man. You're fighting Kevin Owens. So I just really, this is week 50, week 55. I don't know how many weeks it's been, but week 55 of Gritty saying Bobby Roode needs to be a heel campaign. Okay, it's week 55. Bobby Roode, please, heel time. All right, heal it up. I'm just, it's so boring. His moveset is so repetitive and stagnant, and just there's nothing compelling about the way he's acting. So Kevin Owens gets the win. Kevin Owens rolls him up and just like basically sits on him after an okay match and gets the win, gets the 1, 2, 3. Then Braun comes out while Kevin Owens is walking up the ramp, and Braun just, man, running power slams galore. I think he hit Kevin Owens with 2 running power slams after this match was over. Bobby Roode was like, yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, this is cool. Look at what he's doing. So Bobby Roode thinks he's safe, but nope. Braun Strowman, good thing, because I've been saying this, they need to reestablish the monster status of Braun Strowman. They've been spending a lot of weeks recently teaming him up with good guys and making him look like a, I don't know, he's shaking hands or whatever, smiling and doing his little taunt with everybody and stuff. They need to reestablish the monster status of Braun Strowman, because if you take that away from him, he's over. Yes, he's very cheered by the crowd, but what separates him, you know? That's what separates him, the monster status. So good thing here, they had him turn around and he just grabs Bobby Roode by the neck, picks him up, running power slams him too. Good stuff. I'm glad they did this, man. I'm glad he didn't just stand there. I'm glad him and Bobby Roode didn't do the Braun chant together and stuff, because that would have just, man, oh my goodness. All right, so anyway, Kevin Owens wins against Bobby Roode. Next up, we got a somewhat apology from Sami Zayn for what he said about, for what he did last week. The whole, the whole Bobby Lashley's sister chant thing. Let me see if I have a clip of this. It was cool. Sammy did a good job. Yeah. I got a little clip of this. All right, I'll let you guys in on a little Sammy secret. Yep, then Braun destroyed everybody. That's true. All right, here we go. Sami Zayn.
To the WWE Universe and the entire Lashley family. Last week, I conducted a highly rated interview with Bobby Lashley's three sisters that some perceive to be insensitive, inappropriate, and in poor taste. Reaction on social media was swift and unkind, and my interview was described as brutal and cringeworthy, and one young fan went so far as to say it made him embarrassed to be a fan of Sami Zayn. That's when I realized that last week I did something that I promised I would never do. I lied to you.
He lied to us, guys.
Those were not Bobby Lashley's real sisters.
Those were not hang on
In fact,
wait a minute. Last week, those weren't Bobby Lashley's real sisters? Oh my goodness. Dude, I didn't even realize what he really said during this. I feel like maybe he just shocked me. Like, maybe he shocked me so much when he said this during Monday Night Raw that I didn't know. I feel like I'm hearing this for the first time or something. Those weren't Bobby Lashley's real sisters. Oh my goodness. So wow, I don't even know what to say about this. Anyway, Bobby Lashley comes out to his just awful theme music. His incredibly awful theme music. It just sounds like the droning of a rock band that is on a sinking ship in the middle of like quicksand. It sounds like just a non-song. It's like the song, it's so generic that like it sounds like one of those. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like one of those songs that you're making a character in WWE 2K18, and then you go in to create their entrance, and it's like, what do you want? Do you want do you want AJ Styles theme? Do you want Akira Tozawa? Like, you're going in alphabetical order. You scroll all the way down until you see generic superstar 21, and then you turn it on, and that's what it is. It's Bobby Lashley's theme song. Okay, generic superstar 21 theme song. Just no heart, no nothing. But maybe it's to mirror the whole entire character and the attitude that they want Bobby Lashley using right now. Because honestly, it kind of matches everything. Kind of matches. Maybe it makes sense then, because I know it's not his fault. I'm not blaming Bobby Lashley. Okay, I know it's creative. It's up to him to put forward and make it a compelling portrayal of what the creative people backstage are telling him he's got to do. But man, maybe the theme song matches perfectly then, because it just sounds like generic superstar 21 music. he comes out and he says, "Oh, I know you're sorry." And then he shakes Sami Zayn's hand, and then he starts crushing his hand. And Sami Zayn's like, "Oh my God!" Ah! And he's like, "I'm sorry for what I'm gonna do to you at Money in the Bank." So we got a reveal during Monday Night Raw that we are indeed going to see Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn at Money in the Bank. Man, what a match! What a match, dude! What a match! Can't wait for that one. I mean, both of them are incredible in-ring competitors. It's just emotionally, I'm not going to be invested in this match. I'm just going to tell them and tell you guys right now, I don't care. Okay. The only thing I care about in that match is the fact that both of them are good in the ring. Okay, so I'm looking forward to an okay match. It'll probably just be okay, if it even ends in a real real outcome, because I don't really see this feud going anywhere, man. I see this feud kind of already dead in the water. So maybe they'll do something to where it won't be a real finish, and it will elevate the feud to where I can start getting a little bit more on board. But as it is right now, that feud is as dead in the water as that band that was playing that theme song. They're not dead in the water. This feud is dead in the quicksand that band was playing generic theme song, generic superstar theme song 21 as they sank into the quicksand. That's where this feud is at. If nothing compelling happens at Money in the Bank. So I guess I should say I care a little bit. I care if they do something at Money in the Bank. If they just have a regular match with a 1-2-3 outcome, game over. Stay in the quicksand. Stay in the quicksand, switch it up, do something, because it ain't working, man. The more they try to move around and save this feud, guess what? You know what happens when you're quicksand and you keep trying to move around to try to get out? You know what happens? You sink faster. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Stop moving around. Stop trying to make this feud matter, because you already ruined it. And the more you move around, the more I'm just like, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I wish I had like a rope to throw you, but I don't see any rope. I'm sorry. I know I got this headset, but I need the headset. I would throw it to you, but I like this headset. So once they sink, hopefully they reemerge as a feud that matters. Because man, this feud is just it's the dumps, man. It's got to be over with. Get it over with, or do something magical with it. We'll see at Money in the Bank. We'll see in the next couple weeks, actually, because Money in the Bank's not even for like another 2 or 3 weeks. So man, maybe they'll do something between here and Money in the Bank. Here, let me put that on here too. Maybe they'll do something between here and Money in the Bank. That's what I'll hope for. All right, between here and Money in the Bank, I hope that they find a way to make me care more than just, oh, they'll have an okay match. I know, dude. I know they weren't his real sisters. It's crazy. Okay, so next we had Chad Gable versus Drew McIntyre. Oh man. This is a continuation of last week when Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler were backstage. They caught Kurt Angle and Chad Gable talking, and they had a little brief exchange. Chad Gable popped off at the mouth and caught himself a loss. Then he tonight caught himself another loss. Drew McIntyre just pretty much manhandled him. He had a really cool looking slam where he got him into a Drew McIntyre got Chad Gable into like a world's strongest slam type of position, but then he like lifts him up and turns it into a face buster, like kind of like an RKO at the same time. It was just beautiful, and I was like, whoa, the strength of this guy. Drew McIntyre is set for big things, man, and I'm really glad that the WWE brought him to the main roster. First of all, I'm glad that they teamed him with Dolph Ziggler, because I think this is a good move as well, and I'm glad that they are presenting him as just a monster, dude, because he's everything you want from a superstar, man. He could talk on the mic. He's got a great look. He can wrestle. He can wrestle, and you can tell he cares, because as far as his trainer says, he came back from his injury, his recent injury he got against Almas at the Takeover event when he was NXT champion. He came back from his injury stronger than he was before he got injured. You could tell this guy actually cares, and he's not trying to have the same run as he had last time in the WWE. So I love it. I love it. Drew McIntyre gets the win over Chad Gable in a pretty good match. They made Chad Gable look like a superstar in this. He did not get ran over the whole match, which is good, because like I said, Raw is doing a good job of making it so that when people lose matches on Raw, they don't look like complete pushovers, which is what they should be doing, what they should have been doing for a long time. I understand you got to have a squash match here or there, but squashes should be strictly reserved for people who are supposed to be like your monsters of the company at that moment. They shouldn't be like people come out, get squashed. People come out, get squashed. People come out, get squashed, and then maybe 2 matches are actual real matches. They've been doing a good job of making every match, even when it is a person who's outclassed or outstrengthed or like a Finn versus Braun type of situation, they show off that the person who's not the monster still has their ways. They still can outmaneuver. They can still outthink their opponent and make them a credible threat. So I like that Raw was doing that. And then we got the segment with the freaking the barbecue. The barbecue was a oh man! All right, so the B team barbecue where they invited all the tag teams out and let them eat. They had baked beans. They had a whole bunch of things where they were alliterating. They were using the letter B to alliterate things like baked beans. It's the B team baked beans, and then they B team this, B team that. But then Titus takes the mic and he's like, "You got these bargain basement baked beans," and he's like, he was firing back with the bees, and then people started turning on the B team, so the B team took their food away, and then they got into a giant food fight. B team got smashed with a bunch of baked beans and mashed potatoes all over Curtis Axel's head. Somehow, the B team still came out of this in the middle of a war where it was just all the tag teams from Raw pretty much against the B team. They still somehow came out of this ahead. I don't know how that. Like, I was trying to watch and figure it out, but I'm just like, whatever. Rhino was the last person in the ring with the B team, and they put him through a table, so that was the end of that segment. Just a whole mess of food. What a waste! What a waste of food. But okay segment, and I'm glad that they're still pushing forward the B team. Next week, they announced that next week they're going to do a tag team situation to find out who's going to be going up against the Deleter of Worlds next, which is good stuff. I'm not sure they should be doing this yet, but seeing Bo Dallas against his brother Bray Wyatt, his real life brother, I think that's going to be good. Let's see, does it tell me? Tag Team Battle Royale, that's what they're doing next week. So I guess it's going to be all them in the ring, just like it was this week, but just without the food. Hopefully without the food. So the winner of that match next week is going to get a #1 contender spot and go up against the Deleter of Worlds. So it'll be the Ascension, Breezango, it'll be the B team, it'll be all the tag teams, Heath Slater and Rhino, everybody that you've seen on Monday Night Raw. Should be fun. Maybe the B team won't win that because I don't know if it's a little early, but hey, maybe they're just trying to stack this card for Money in the Bank. So maybe the B team will win it. We shall see. We shall see. I don't know. So, last but certainly not least, the Gauntlet match. In the most predictable Gauntlet match in recent history, because of the way that they stacked it. Because of the way they had people come out, I wish they would have mixed this up a little bit. They had Bayley come out first. Bayley got a pretty quick win against Liv Morgan. Then they had Sarah Logan come out, and Sarah Logan kind of smashed her up. Then Ruby Riott came out, and by that time, Bayley had already been beaten up pretty well. I think that Mickie James came out after that. Just altogether, just the way that they introduced people. The only thing that threw me for a little bit of a curve was that I thought maybe Mickie James might get the win because of how the crowd was into it. It was her hometown and everything. But also, I did not think Mickie James was going to win because they already put Bayley out early. Bayley got eliminated pretty early, and they've put way too much time and energy into Sasha Banks and Bayley for them to put the last Money in the Bank ladder match competitor in there and make it somebody from the Riot Squad or something. I just it was just so predictable to me that Sasha Banks was going to win. And what do you know? Sasha Banks did win. Once again, Sasha botching the place up, dude. She's the scariest athlete to watch on WWE TV. Like, honestly, Dana Brooke was in there, and Dana Brooke was more of like a she didn't try anything crazy, but she was still not scary to watch. Okay. Dana Brooke wasn't scary. Sasha looks scary, dude, and I could just imagine how scary it's gonna be watching her in the Money in the Bank match, man. Seeing Sasha on that ladder, I hope they don't book her to do anything that requires any sort of uh, cunning, any sort of uh, footwork. Like, goodness gracious, man, I don't know what it is about her, but she seems to just, I don't know, maybe she's feeling the pressure every time she goes out there, but you would think it would have worn off. She's been in a bunch of main events. Maybe she just botches, man. But anyway, Sasha Banks is moving on to the Money in the Bank ladder match. She is officially the last competitor to be invited in on the women's side of things, so hopefully they don't book her to do anything weird in that match, dude. I honestly, Sasha Banks was my favorite women's wrestler, guys. She was my favorite women's wrestler when she was in NXT. I was like, that's it, dude. She's the truth. And as soon as she hit the main roster, she's the scariest thing ever, dude. She's almost broken her neck like a couple times. She's folded herself in half. She's put other people in danger. She put other people in danger when she was in an NXT too. So I add that onto her resume, and it's just like, dude, what's the? It's just not worth it to me, man. She doesn't do anything spectacular anyway. Honestly, dude, they gotta wrap it up with her. Just wrap it up. Tone her down, do whatever you got to do. She's out of control out there. Honestly, dude. Every match. I wouldn't even go this hard on it. I wouldn't even talk about it like this, but it's every single match. I'm like, whoa, whoa. Oh. She all right? Okay, she's moving. All right, she's moving. All right, what about the other girls? The other girl moving? Oh, yeah, she's moving too. All right, cool, I guess. All right, I hope this match is over soon. Like, honestly, that's every freaking match, dude. And it's not me being paranoid. It's just like, honestly, every time she comes out, I'm like, okay, cool, maybe this time it's gonna be all right. But no, it's not. It's not all right, dude. She tried to do some weird little thing where she like flipped out of what Ruby Riott was doing, and she put Ruby Riott like right down in a situation where her or Ruby Riott could have got seriously hurt this evening. I don't like it, dude. I don't like it. Oh yeah, that does mean that Dolph and Drew are going to be in that tag team, right? In the tag team battle royale? Oh man. Thank you for saying that. Heck yes, dude. That's cool. Well, they might be winning this then. We might be seeing Dolph and Drew going up against the Deleter of Worlds at Money in the Bank. Who knows? She retired Paige. Yeah, she snapped Paige's neck up. Now Paige is a general manager instead of out here wrestling because Paige is way better than Sasha Banks. I would love to see Paige wrestle any day over Sasha Banks, but because of her, and honestly, I don't blame people for things like that too often, but that was just reckless. Okay, when Seth put when Seth buckle bombed Sting took the bump wrong. Listen to what Sting says about it. It was both of their faults, but Sting took the bump wrong. He does not blame Seth for that. When Seth buckle bombed Finn Balor into the barricade, Finn just took it wrong. He had his arm 2 up and 2 back. He should have taken it across his back. He knows it. That's why he's not mad at him. What Sasha did though, just a blatant, ridiculously hard kick to the back of the neck while the person was not looking. Like, that's not even excusable. Like, what are you even doing at that point? So anyway, I'm done talking about her. Like I said, I hope they don't book her to do anything at Money in the Bank. If they're gonna let her win, just let her just climb the ladder just normally without anybody around her and just let her grab the case. I'm cool with that. Whatever. Just nothing weird. I don't want to see her trying to do no bank statement off the ladder because somebody's gonna end up just crippled forever. Just get her out of here. Sasha, sorry, but you gotta go. You gotta find something else to do. I wish it was her. You see, Bailey's the one talking about how she wants to go be a teacher. Sasha's the one talking about she wants to go back to NXT. No, Sasha, what you need to do is go back to the freaking drawing board with your style is what you need to do. All right. I wish Bailey was the one saying she wants to go back to NXT, and I wish Sasha was the one saying she wants to go be a teacher. Because honestly, I can't stress it enough. If you're dangerous in the ring, you shouldn't be in the ring because you're not only risking your life, you're risking someone else's life, and that's not a good 2-for-1 deal. So that was the end of Raw. They closed out Raw with the women's Gauntlet match. It was nothing to write home about. Nothing super spectacular. The entirety of Raw, we got one Money in the Bank announcement, and that was Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn, which, like I said, is probably going to be a okay match. But the rivalry is weirdness. Roman was not on the show. Ember Moon was backstage. She was basically not on the show. Alexa Bliss was basically not on the show. What did we do? We built up a possible rivalry between Elias and Seth, which I'm good with. I like that because Elias, I feel, should be one of the people who are next in line for that Intercontinental title shot. And honestly, I think Elias would be a good Intercontinental champion. Seth is my favorite current wrestler, guys, and I'm cool with him losing the title if he loses it to Elias. That's how awesome Elias is. Plus, who else did they put up in that title race? Jinder. They put Jinder in that title race. I'm cool with that too because you need to have a good heel coming after a championship or a good heel taking the championship. So I'm glad Jinder's involved in that. I'm glad Jinder's involved with Roman. Hopefully we'll see Roman next week because honestly, a Raw without Roman feels a little weird at this point because of the way that they've been presenting Raw. It's like, where's he at? And I do like Roman. I think Roman is a great competitor. I just think that he's gotten the wrong side of a lot of stuff from creative backstage, and I just honestly I just wish the best for the guy. He seems like a great guy. He seems like he really loves the business, and he seems like a lifer, man. Seems like a person who doesn't have that like, oh, I gotta go off and be an actor. I gotta go do this, man. I gotta go get my stocks and bonds and this and that. He just seems like, yo, let's freaking do this WWE thing, and I love that, man. He could be something major. They just got to turn him heel, I think. I think it's about time, man. Heal him up. Normally, I do not endorse people turning heel to save their run or save their presentation with the crowd if they're just getting booed or nobody cares. Normally, I wouldn't say turn someone heel, but honestly, I see this as the direction that would be great for him. Like his attitude, his style, like it would just fit. It's not to save him. It's because I just don't understand the keeping him face thing. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like what is he face for? Who's he fighting for? He doesn't talk about how he's doing this for his family. He's doing this for his friends. He's doing this for honor. It's nothing like that. He's just out there being a face for the sake of not being a heel at this point. So just hopefully next Monday Night Raw. They also announced that next Monday we are getting Finn Balor versus Kevin Owens. So that should be a pretty dang good match as well. Like I said, pretty much anybody versus Kevin Owens is going to be an okay match. Roman spending time with those twins. Oh yeah, somebody was saying he had kids recently, right? That's crazy. That's crazy. But that's cool for him. As a whole, this Raw was somewhat missable. Okay, anytime I say that you could miss Raw and you would not really miss out on anything, I gotta give it like a 7. I gotta give it like a 7 point, maybe 2. It was just if 5's an average Raw, this was not. It was not bad, but it was just basically you tune in, you have some fun. There were funny parts. There were some okay matches. The title match with Seth was pretty alright. Gosh, man, I can't say that there was really like a steal the show match, dude. I mean, Finn versus Braun would probably be it, but that ended in a disqualification before it was even over. So I don't know, man. Like I said, there was not really much to this. You didn't miss much, okay? If you missed Raw, you didn't miss much. So I got to give it like a 7.2 maybe, guys. Hopefully SmackDown brings it tomorrow. Hopefully SmackDown's a little bit better. It wasn't bad, like I said. If it was bad, I would give it like a 5 or something. But it wasn't bad. It was just presentable, you know? It's just something to watch. And to me, something to watch is not the best. So give it like a 7.2. Not a bad Raw, but just nothing to write home about. If he had another child, yeah, it was odd with no Roman on the show, but I guess he did have another child. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's true or not. You guys let me know in the comment section if you're watching this after the fact. If you made it this far, that's awesome. Thank you to everybody who made it this far on the after show. If you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, thank you so much. Please remember to leave a thumbs up. If you're watching this with me right now, if you're in the chat, thank you super duper much. You guys rock. Thank you for hanging out with me after Monday Night Raw. Thank you everybody who hung out with me during Monday Night Raw. And thank you everybody who has clicked subscribe. Thank you everybody who was just part of the festivities, whether you were in the chat, whether you were commenting with other people, whether you were tweeting about this. All that stuff matters. Remember these links up at the top as well. Okay, Patreon, Twitter, Audible. Those things help out as well. Much love. I will be seeing you guys on the Twitch machine probably tomorrow. Probably not tonight. Do it tomorrow. Yeah, I think tomorrow will be best. That way I can get some stuff together. Also start getting these trailers together tonight and just making sure everything is on lock. Remember to tweet me, guys, if you have some trailers you want me to react to. If you saw something new you want me to take part in. Tomorrow's the day to get the nitty-gritty up and running, get it all set up. And also after SmackDown Live tomorrow, that's when I'm going to be live with some more wrestling on the Twitch channel. It's going to be awesome. We got some things to put together for the universe. We're going to be making the universe, we're going to be bringing the universe back. Opening night. It's going to be great. So thank you so much, guys. Please remember to leave a thumbs up on your way out. It does help the channel. Please remember to tweet about this review. And also, please remember to have a good night, guys. Stay safe. Keep the people you care about safe. And try to do something nice for someone less fortunate than you. Because if we all do that, it's going to be a much better planet for us to live on. Please do that. All right? We're all connected, guys. Make it a good day for somebody. It's going to come back to you. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully SmackDown Live will bring it. Hopefully it'll be better than the 7.2. Yeah, I'm going to say about a 7.2, guys. About a 7.2 for Raw tonight. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. But yes, Grapple Chat. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in just a few hours for SmackDown Live, the live hangout. Please be here. Also, the Grapple Chat for SmackDown Live, the live review, and then after that, we're going to be hitting Twitch with some hardcore wrestling. Thank you guys. Hopefully I said thank you enough. Hopefully I didn't say it too much, although I don't think you can say it too much. See ya. Pretty urban.